What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're going to be doing a high fade on one of my clients, so stay tuned. We started off by creating our first guideline with our Go-To FX and contouring to his head shape. You also want to make sure you're stretching the skin with your opposite hand when balding out. Now that we're done balding him out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You also want to make sure this is about an inch so you can spread the blend. Using your lever all the way closed the midway will help you erase that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. With this same guard, you're going to use the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. Now that the line is soft enough, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. Remember to use your opposite hand to stretch the skin to give you more space when blending. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to the top and debulk with the fore guard all the way closed. Now that we're done debulking the top, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. Remember, we're going to soften up the line with the lever, using the same guard. Now that we're done softening up the line, we could go ahead and switch over to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Sometimes after using this guard, there's still a little bit of a faint line, so switching over to your one guard all the way open and using its corners will help. Now I'm switching over to my clip roll comb method and we're vertically blending and horizontally debulking. Remember to grab the hair with the comb and tilt it at a certain degree, whichever is needed. Now we're moving on to the 3 guard all the way open, and this is going to help us blend into the 4 guard on top. Now I'm going back to my previous guards and I'm detailing as much as I can. Now that we're done with the sides, we can move on to the back. We're starting off by botting them out with our Goat FX and then switching over to our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. Remember to use the lever midway and all the way closed to help you erase that initial guideline. And also use your opposite hand to stretch the skin to give you more space to spread the blend. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We are nearing the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you spend more time near this area. Usually the hair is more dense and thicker in this area. Once we're done softening up the line with the one guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Now we're using the two guard all the way open to create our fourth guideline and help us blend into the four on top. Remember, you're using the lever to soften up this line and get it ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done using the 1.5 guard, we can move on to our 3 guard all the way open and blend into the 4. Remember to flick out as much as possible and make it as even as you can. Here I'm using the clip roll comb method to make the blend as smooth as possible. Before we start lining him up, we're going to debulk his hairline with the clip roll comb method. There are some very dark areas in his hairline, so I'm just lining them up. Now that we're done debulking the hairline, we can move on to our GTX and make him as crispy as possible. I always like to start off in the middle and work my way to the sides. Now we're moving on to his beard and we're chopping it down with the one guard all the way closed. Moving on to the sideburns, I always start off with my no guard all the way open, and I work my way down with my half guard. Moving on to his neckline, he likes it very boxy, so we're starting off at the edge and working our way to the middle. Now that we're done lining up his beard, we can move on to the hairline and prepare our Turkish razor with our Derby Premium blades. You always want to make sure you stretch the skin as much as possible, and also keep your blade at a 45-degree angle so you don't cut your client. We're also going to be doing his eyebrows. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you leave a comment down below, I will reply to it, so don't be afraid. You also want to make sure you go against the grain in the cheek area just so the beard line can pop out. What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We're starting off with our Goat FX, creating our first guideline, contouring to his head shape. Remember to stretch the skin when balding out and also when you're setting in your guidelines. Now that we're done balding them out, we can move on to our 3 guard all the way open and debulk the sides. Remember to feed the hair into the clipper using your comb. Now that we're done debulking the sides, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Once we were done setting in our guideline, we closed the lever all the way and midway and erased our initial guideline. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. With this same guard, we're going to use the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. Now we're using the half guard all the way open and midway to erase that guideline. Remember, make sure to stretch the skin to give yourself extra space when blending. Now we're switching over to our 2 guard all the way open, and we're creating our 4th guideline. With this same guard, we're going to use the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done using the lever and softening up the line with the 2 guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. But sometimes there's still a faint line after using the 1.5 guard, so moving on to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners will help. As you can see here, I'm switching over to the 1 guard all the way open and I'm detailing using its corners. Now we're moving on to the 3 guard all the way open, and we're using the comb to feed the hair into the clipper, and right here we're just re-establishing our silhouette and debulking. Now we're using our clipper over comb method to make the blend as smooth as possible. Remember to tip the comb at a certain degree depending on how much darkness needs to be removed. Also, when the cutting blade is horizontal, I'm debulking, and when the cutting blade is vertical, I'm blending. As you can see here, I'm going horizontally and I'm debulking. Here you want to be very careful because you are nearing the calic area and you want to make sure you leave some weight there. Now here I'm debulking the calic area with my clipper over comb method just before I blend in going up. There was a little bit of footage that I missed with the half guard and the no guard all the way open, so I am sorry about that, but I do have footage of the occipital bone and calic area. Once you're done setting in the guideline with the one guard all the way open and you soften it up, you want to switch over to your half guard and erase the line completely. We are nearing the occipital bone, so I want to make sure I spend more time here and I pay attention to as much detail as I can. Here I'm switching over to my clipper over comb method, and we're continuing to use our vertical blending technique. Here I'm using my horizontal blending technique. As you can see, once we put more work in with the clipper of a comb, the face begins to smoothen out. Moving on to our C cup, I always start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch, and I also take my time and make sure the hair is feeding into the teeth of the trimmer. Here I'm going back to my no guard all the way closed and I'm detailing as much as possible. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now that we're done saturating the hair, we could create our first guideline going down the middle and connecting it to the sides.